Is the Meraki MX64 bundle the right fit for your small office, or are you better off with a DIY firewall that you have to tinker with every month? Who should actually grab this 3-year advanced security package? Who would be smarter walking away? And does the price make sense for someone who just wants reliable protection without a PhD in networking? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I get why a lot of buyers pause at the checkout for this one. On paper it looks like a tidy package, a piece of hardware, 3 years of advanced security licenses, and the promise that Cisco's cloud dashboard will do most of the heavy lifting. The hesitation usually comes from 2 angles. First, there's the fear of overpaying for something that might sit idle in a closet. Second, the worry that a cloud-managed device will lock you into a vendor's ecosystem and that you'll lose control if your internet connection drops. Those are legitimate concerns, especially if you've never dealt with a Meraki appliance before. Let's step back and look at the category for a second. In the world of small business firewalls, you have 3 general approaches. You can buy a fully on-premise appliance and manage it yourself. You can go for a subscription-only cloud service that runs on a virtual machine, or you can pick a hybrid like Meraki that bundles both a physical box and a cloud management plane. The MX64 sits in that hybrid space. It's marketed for branch offices, remote sites, or any location that needs a decent amount of security without a full-time network engineer on staff. Who should buy it? If you run a storefront, a small law practice, a medical clinic, or any office where you have roughly 10 to 50 users and you need a reliable VPN for remote staff, the MX64 hits the sweet spot. The device is compact enough to slip under a desk, and once you plug it into your internet line you can spin up a secure site-to-site VPN in minutes through the Meraki dashboard. The 3-year advanced security license covers intrusion detection, content filtering, and malware protection, meaning you won't have to chase down a separate subscription for each feature. For an IT manager who already juggles a handful of tools, consolidating everything under one cloud portal saves both time and mental bandwidth. On the other side of the ledger, the MX64 isn't the best match for high-traffic environments. If your office routinely pushes gigabit streams, say a video production house, a gaming CAF, or a data-intensive research lab, the appliance's throughput can become a bottleneck. Meraki's focus is on ease of use, not on raw packet processing horsepower. Likewise, if you're a network nerd who loves to script custom firewall rules, integrate with third-party CIEMs, or fine-tune every NAT entry, you'll find the Meraki dashboard a bit too opinionated. It's designed to abstract the complexity, which is great for most SMBs but frustrating for power users who want granular control. Now, let's talk about the practical strengths that actually matter day to day. First, the cloud-managed interface is a game-changer for remote administration. I've seen a small retail chain with 5 locations spread across 3 states, and the regional manager can see the health of every MX64 from his laptop, push firmware updates, and quarantine a compromised device without ever stepping foot in the store. That kind of centralized visibility eliminates the need for a dedicated on-site IT person. Second, the 3-year advanced security license bundled with the hardware removes the typical license cliff you see with other vendors. You get intrusion prevention, web filtering, and advanced malware protection out of the box, and you won't have to negotiate a separate contract when the first year is up. That continuity can be a real cost saver, especially for businesses that have limited budgeting cycles and prefer a predictable expense. There are some hidden trade-offs, though. Because the device talks to Cisco's cloud for policy updates and telemetry, you're dependent on a stable outbound internet connection. If your ISP goes down, the firewall will keep forwarding traffic based on its last known configuration, but you won't be able to make any changes until the link is back. In practice, that's rarely a deal-breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you operate in a region with spotty connectivity. Another nuance is the licensing model itself. The 3-year advanced license is inclusive, but if you ever decide to switch vendors after that period, you'll have paid for a full 3 years of a service you might no longer need. That's a commitment you need to be comfortable with. A concrete example might help illustrate the value. Imagine a boutique consulting firm with